Good morning, my loving Tiffany Thinks family. Today is chemotherapy day, which is crazy to me. If you watched my last video, then you know I would have got the results and the next day been booked in for chemotherapy. It's the next day, so I just can't believe chemo is today. Last night I couldn't sleep. I kept having nightmares actually. I kept having a lot of nightmares, which is really, really weird. But I think it's just, it is what it is. If I get this done, so I've got another 6 more to go. So this is my 7th chemo. Ablation, I will get a call or a letter for when the ablation will be. Yesterday, it was kind of, you know, after I got my results, I'm so glad my cousin was with me, because it felt like I could ask all the questions that I wanted to the doctor, and it felt she was asking questions and I was listening, and I didn't have that blank out feeling. I felt very comfortable with my doctor, and I feel like she was being very honest with me, and I like that. I really like that. I keep saying to myself, I keep saying, you know what, it could be worse. Imagine it has spread, or imagine it had gotten bigger. So at least we know that chemo is keeping things stable, and there's 3 areas. And I know it sounds hectic because there's 3 kind of cancerous areas, but it's still better. It's still better than having 5 areas or a different organ, or, you know, so that's kind of my mindset. And I'm hoping after chemo and ablation I can have a little break. I'm not kind of, you know, before I would really say, oh yeah, I'm cancer free, I'm cancer free. I won't do that this time. I won't do that this time. I'll just kind of, I think with stage 4 and the fact that it has spread to 3 areas already, I have to kind of accept things and accept that this is a very long journey, and that's okay. You know, can't do much about anything. I just need to kind of go to the hospital and live my life as I normally do. And I know I really wanted to go back to work and things, but that's okay. That will happen. I just need to get through these 12 weeks. So chemo is every other week. I just know that when I come back with Baxter, it is what it is. I can't be sad about it, you know. This is actually good news. If you think about it, this is actually good news. The fact that I'm still having treatment. I always say this, my biggest fear is if they say, listen Tiffany, there's not much we can do for you, or we have to stop everything. That's kind of my biggest fear. So the fact that they still have hope for me, and the fact that the chemo is the plan. Chemo is the plan, and then we have ablation. And ablation is better than radiotherapy, because radiotherapy is every single day, whereas ablation, it kind of targets the 3 areas. But I will know more about it when I need to go and have it done. So I briefly asked the doctor about it yesterday, but I think I'll get more information on it when I go and see. I think that will happen in Chelsea, so in London, which I've been before for my surgery. So my pelvic exenteration surgery was done in Chelsea, and my lung surgery was done in Brompton in Chelsea. So I have been there before, and yeah, we'll just take each day as it comes. Today it's chemotherapy day. I need to eat something, otherwise I'm going to feel sick. And you know, after chemotherapy, the first kind of 2-3 days I don't feel like eating at all. kind of rely on that anti-sickness. So what I'm going to do is have a croissant. I'm just craving an you know, putting the croissant in the air fryer just to make it nice and flaky, and why can't I speak, and just put in some butter and some strawberry jam. I think that's what I'm craving. And then I am going to drive and park up my car and then take a cab to the hospital. That's kind of the plan. And then my darling, what he's gonna do is try and finish work earlier so that he can pick me up. Just because, you know, when you, for me anyways, everyone is different, so just be aware this is kind of for me. When I have chemo, my vision goes all blurry for the first kind of half an hour, and then I feel really, really sick and really, really drowsy, so I can't drive back home. So, and also today, if you watched yesterday's video, it would have been Thursday for you, yesterday for me. If you watched Thursday's video, then you would have seen, well, I really am struggling to talk. Basically, in that video, I told you Amma and Matt both have work. Where chemo was booked in for the next day, it was such short notice, so, and I didn't want to cancel chemo because I feel like I've had a break and I just need to go and get it done. So that's why we've kind of figured out, if Matt can't come, then I'll just take a cab home, a taxi home. It is good because I'm kind of at this stage in my life where I'm okay to go and have chemo on my own. And I know it sounds hectic, but before, when I got diagnosed, I was really, really scared to do anything. And it was COVID time and I had to go and do chemo on my own anyways. But Amma and Matt would wait for me in the car, or they would go to my sisters or go to my aunties and then come and pick me up. So I always knew that they were there, kind of a phone call away. I was really, really scared then, whereas now I feel like I've had 6 sessions of this chemotherapy and immunotherapy, so it is the same FOLFIRI panitumumab, hopefully I'm saying that correct. So it's still the same treatment, and so I'm aware of how I get, so the side effects shouldn't be too much, it shouldn't change, right? That's kind of my thought process. So yeah, I don't feel scared about going. I feel good because it just means that I'll go, get it done, have a little snooze, and I'll be all done. I feel good today, you know, this is good news. I keep saying this is good news, Tiffany. I'm using, let me use some eye cream, hold on. I'm gonna actually just top up my moisturizer with some oil because I can feel that my skin is very, very dry. As soon as I found out I was going to have more chemo, last night I actually ordered 2 little tubs of Aquaphor because my skin gets so dry with this chemo immunotherapy mixture. So I've ordered 2 more so that I can just keep reapplying throughout the day. But you know what, it was nice having a break over Christmas and New Year's, and it was actually a really nice time. I feel like if I had chemo during that time, I would have just been sleeping. So it was nice to have a little break, and now let's do this all over again. I didn't kind of have any expectations. Ideally, I would have loved for them to say that the cancer has disappeared and don't worry, just go and live your life. That was kind of what I was hoping, but that didn't happen. And I don't know if there will be a time where that would happen. You know, I don't think that's ever going to be the case. But as long as things are kind of under control and not spreading, I'll be okay. You know, that's kind of how I'm seeing things. I don't know when. I keep thinking about the end point and I keep saying, when is the end point? But everyone is so different, and everyone's cancer and everyone's kind of treatment plan is different. So for me, I just need to accept that I need to kind of go with it, go with the flow, do all the treatment plans, do all the scans, do the ablation. There might be a time where I might get 2 months off, or 1 month off, or 6 months off, you know? So I still have to be optimistic and still have hope. So I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, really, and one day, I know a few, like 10 years ago or 20 years ago or before, all of this might have not been an option, you know, having all this treatment and the technology, ablation, all of this is amazing. You know, I always say this, I'm under the best hospital and the best care and the best facilities that I can hopefully have a longer time, and we're all in this situation. We just don't know what life holds, and that's why every single day is so important. Like, just be happy and just do the things that make you super happy, and because tomorrow's not guaranteed for anyone, let's be honest. Tomorrow, we don't know, we just don't know, so let's be happy together. Life is so short, and I think coming from me, and I know I try and be so happy and positive, and I am trying. I think that's something I'm trying to tell myself as well. We only get one life. Sorry, I just had a moment. Let's go and get some breakfast. And I feel like in the mornings I get very deep and I think about a lot, especially in the mornings. I think in the night I get anxious and I worry, but then I wake up and I get very in my thoughts in a good way, because I do reflect a lot in the mornings, especially in the shower. That's where I reflect the most. I think a lot in the shower, and I always kind of feel better in the mornings. In the nights and then in the evenings, I think where your body is just naturally trying to shut off and you're tired, when you have a thought, well, for me, I get a bit anxious and I struggle to kind of process information. But in the mornings, I feel kind of like, right, I'm ready to start the day. Do you know what I just realised? I'm going to have a coffee in my little mug, but this is probably the last coffee I'll drink for the next kind of 12 weeks. I just started drinking coffee again. So if you're new here, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, when I had chemo, I don't like coffee. So I don't like any caffeine, even English breakfast tea. I only kind of drank peppermint tea and, what's the other one? Peppermint tea and green tea. But I'll have coffee today, and we'll see how I get on. I don't know why, when I have chemo, it really puts me off having coffee. Loads of you told me that's really common because your taste buds change during chemo time, but it's just crazy because I just started drinking coffee again and now I have to stop. It's fine, it's fine. I made my coffee quite milky. I didn't want it to be too strong, just in case, you know, it makes me feel a bit sick during chemo. So I made it more milky than I usually do. That's delicious. I'm really gonna miss having coffee. It's okay, it's only 12 weeks. And I've got my croissant here. I was gonna have some strawberry jam, but I don't think I need it. That crunch. I'm going to sit here with my bullet journal and figure out what to take to the hospital. I have to cancel on some plans because I booked some things in for a couple of days time, but I'm going to still have Baxter in, so I'm going to have to cancel some plans. I'll do that in the hospital, just send a little message. I feel like, for me, I know chemo's for today, but then I have Baxter for the next 2 days. So it feels like 3 days I'm just kind of not okay. And then the 4th day I kind of get back to feeling like myself. Hopefully I still feel the same like last time. Hopefully, because nothing's changed. It's still the same medications as what I've had before. So hopefully my body is a bit used to having all of this and I don't get any new side effects. But I can't plan too much. On top of my green, we got this t-shirt. I'm gonna wear the green. I'm wearing the green, we got this hoodie just because I want to feel super cozy. And usually when I'm having the chemo, I'll take this off. But because this is so soft, I'm gonna wear that to the hospital. The last 6 times I had chemo, I give a little tip. So kind of a tip before I go to have chemo, just kind of from experience, just because it might help one of you, or if you know someone that's going through chemo, it might kind of help you understand what they're going through. Tip for today is get yourself a nice bag so that when you're going to the hospital, you've got all the things that you could possibly need. And if you've got a bag with different compartments, so I've got one little one here and then 2 compartments at the back, just a little thing that could make you happy. So packing the bag for me makes me happy. So I'm taking my phone, taking my AirPods, a pencil, all of this I'll put in the little front compartment, hairband. In the middle, I've got some stoma supplies in here. So this is kind of my stoma bag. I've got some supplies here from last time. I'm gonna put my bullet journal in here. And the book I'm going to read is Heartbones. Usually things that I take in here I don't use, but just in case, you know. My little tripod for my camera, I'll put that in the middle as well. My glasses, my Rare Beauty lip gloss. This is in the shade Nearly Mauve. And then my water bottle. I know some of you asked me where this bag is from. This bag is from Accessorize. I got it a while back now. I actually got this for work because I wanted to kind of have compartments for my equipment, my laptop, my diary, my bullet journal. So that's why I got this bag. But now it's turned into my hospital bag. Right, let's go. Let's go do this. I'm at the hospital now. I actually dropped my car off and then got an Uber here, which makes sense because I don't think where Matt's going to pick me up, I don't think I can leave the car. I don't think I can leave the car here overnight anyway, so this just made sense, and then I'll pick up the car another time. It was so nice actually, just sitting in the Uber. I think he had classic FM on, so it was just pure relaxing music. It was really zen in the car, and it was just nice just to sit and not think and just switch off and listen to the music. I'm here now. I am super early, but I'd rather go in and just, I can't believe I'm going back to the chemo area because I already said bye to everyone, and yeah, let's go in. Let's go sign in. Let's go and do that. Hi, I'm a little bit early. I have chemo today.
What's the name?
It's Tiffany. Okay, yeah, perfect. Thank you. Where I'm a bit early, they're going to check me in a little while, so I'm just sitting here in the waiting area. I think the nurses are going to be surprised that I'm back so soon, because when I said bye and everything, they said, right, we don't want to see you for a while, and I said, yep, you won't see me, and then here I am, I'm back again. Oh, I'm going to tell them, you know what, it's one of those things, hopefully after 6 more sessions they won't see me again, you know, hopefully. It's a little bit sad to be back so soon, but it's fine, you know, it's only another 6 more to go, so not too bad, you know, it all goes so quickly, and I'll be done by March. Let's go in, let's do this. Hi, my name's Tiffany.
Are you okay? Have a seat, Tiffany.
Thank you. I'm having the panitumumab now through here, and then it's the injection, so the atropine injection, and then after that it's the Fulfuri, which is the chemo, then after that is the Baxter pump, so got a bit more to go. It's been okay, you know, I've just been in and out of sleep, and I'm not emotional, I just feel like, okay, yeah, I can do this. Just so tired and sleepy. and I'm hot. I get hot so quickly here. It's not even, I think it's the medication's making me hot, because it's not like it's warm in here. It's just when the medication goes in, I just feel so hot. I'm in bay 7 and I'm the last one in here. Everyone else has gone. I have been sleeping so much and my darling is nearly here. He just gave me a call and said he'll be here. I've got all my medications. I've got the box for the chemo Baxter pump. Do you know you're meant to put, I'll show you. I won't show you now because I don't want to move. I don't want to move yet because I feel like when I move, the pump makes this beeping noise and I'm nearly done. I have slept a lot. I think the past few days I haven't slept the best, so it's nice to kind of catch up on sleep. Once this is done, I've got 5 more to go. I should stop counting down because I feel like I counted down last time and then I thought that was it, it's all over. So I might not count down, but for this, I'll say 5 more to go. I still haven't heard about what day my ablation will be, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure that a doctor's or nurse or I'll get a letter or phone call. So they only requested it on Friday the 3rd, so it's still pretty early. I'm sure there's a waiting list for ablation. Tired. My vision is so blurry as well, but it always gets like this. It gets really kind of weird, but that's just one of the side effects for me. I can't believe everyone's gone home. I feel like, I guess there's so many steps. So I had the tablets I needed to take, then panitumumab, then the injection, then I have this, which is the chemo, Folfori, and then I have the saline, and then I have Baxter. So naturally it's going to take longer. I can hear the nurses, they're leaving. Everyone's just so nice here. My face and my lips and everything just feels super dry, but I think it's because of where I was sleeping. I need to drink more water. I'm so tired. You know, before, you know, when chemo, when I thought chemo was over and I kept saying I couldn't do anymore. When you have to do it and you don't have any choice, you just do it, right? Even though I thought after 6 I couldn't do anymore. But I guess when the doctors say, right, another 6 more, I'm never going to say, no, I don't want any more, you know? They know what's kind of the best plan and the treatment, and it's not up to me because I don't know what the best option is, but I know that when I think I can't do something, like I think, no, I can't do surgery, I can't, and then I end up doing it, it's okay. You know, it's not as bad as what my mind says it is. It's so quiet in here now. I can hear a beeping. Oh, that stopped. There's one person in bay 4. Or bay 5, I'm not sure, I can't see. But there's no one else here. That's my saline, that's done now. Tick, tick, tick. This one. That's the one I'm okay.
It's identical, that's the one you're okay with.
Right.
No problem. Oh, yeah.
I think even the pouches, because I thought, oh, can I bring that in? They said no, we can't reuse
Yeah.
it.
So you thought,
Yeah.
okay.
Should I hold on?
About there, okay?
Right, we'll
So-
try and keep it up higher maybe, but it always takes like...
He's here. I'm done now. Perfect timing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Oh, done. All done.
Lift.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is the bucket I was talking about before. So this is where the... What's that inside there? Not sure what that is. So that's where we kind of dispose of Baxter and then we bring him back, bring that box back here.
Look at that. That's the lid, so when you close it,
Oh, is that what makes it lock?
if you go past there, it locks.
Oh, there it is.
Grand?
I just took another anti-sickness, but I feel sick.
Ground floor.
I'm going to sleep in the car.
You fall asleep though.
Doors opening.
I got you some biscuits. It is so nice to come out and get some fresh air. I know it's crazy not to wear a coat, but I
didn't wear my coat in today.
Yeah, I'm shocked at your behaviour there, because Matt's always cold, but for me, I was boiling up in there and I'm so ready to come out in this freezing cold weather. Where did you park, my darling?
Just up here.
I parked up the car and got a Uber. Do you know that feeling of getting an Uber?
Is it nice?
It was so nice because do you know where we live? We don't have an Uber, so we don't have that kind of facility. We don't have Uber where we live, so it was really nice kind of going back. And
handy, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's really lovely.
Cool.
Before, when I used to go to work, I know this sounds really princess of me, but I had a year where it's called my pre-reg year, and
Did you take Uber to work?
I used to take Uber to work. I just justified getting an Uber to work during that year because it was kind of my training year, and I just wanted to have an easy year because that's when you had exams and OSCEs and all of that, and you'd have all these stages and people would test you on your knowledge, and so I justified taking an Uber to work every single day. Hectic.
Hectic. Hepatic.
Liver. I'm gonna sleep all the way home.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm so tired, but I've been sleeping a lot. I've slept so much. Was your work okay today, darling? Do you know what we didn't stock up on? Olives and lemon juice. But I actually don't want to eat anything at all.
I got apple juice.
I actually don't want anything. I had apple juice in the
Pink
hospital.
lady apple juice I got you.
I didn't even show you Baxter. Baxter's chilling in his bag. He's back. Baxter's back. I feel like he hasn't even been gone that long. We just stopped over to get some petrol and I'm so drowsy. I can't wait to get home, just have a shower and then get into clean pajamas. I was talking to the nurses about the side effects and just how chemo affects people differently, and she was just saying with immunotherapy and things, they measure it out depending on your weight, and I didn't know that. I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. I don't really ask about like dosage and things. I just kind of go and sit there, and I know that I'm having panitumumab and I know the name of the medications, but I never really talk about the dosage, so that was interesting to know. I think I just get blown away because there's all these strong medications that I just look around today and there's so many of us taking these medications and just hoping for it to work. It feels nice to be at home, but I feel really sick. Baxter is back and he's looking really full. So in 46 hours, is it 46 or 42? 46 hours he will be removed. Let's take this off now. Funniest thing today was me wearing my Apple Watch. I've been trying to kind of track my steps, but today I've hardly done any. Today was not a day to track that. I'm gonna put all of this in the wash because I always feel yucky because I've had it on all day and then I had it on in the hospital as well. So let's have this off. Bit tangled up. Right, Baxter is not free. That needs to go in the wash. If you're new here, then you're probably thinking, Baxter, I call him Baxter because the company is actually Baxter. This is the chemo pump that I have attached to my arm. So, attached here. And then in 46 hours, we'll have it removed. This white area needs to be stuck onto my skin because it works on heat technology. So the warmer I am, the better, because it kind of works depending on the heat of my body. Right, I feel so yuck. I'm gonna go have a shower. I've taken the anti-sickness, so that should kind of start working. I've got these is all the bits and bobs for when we remove Baxter in a couple of days. These are all my medications, so steroids, anti-sickness, antibiotics, Cycline, ondansetron, metaclopramide, loperamide, hydrocortisone cream, dexamethasone. You'll probably remember from the last time. I'm just repeating it just in case anyone's new or want to know what medications they've given me. I know some people kind of want to compare, but I'd say don't kind of, if you're on the same treatment plan and you're not having any of these, don't worry, because the doctors obviously know what's best for your body and your tummy and your lungs, and yeah, everyone's different. So don't worry if you don't have the same things that I do, or if the dosage is different, or I just feel like, I know some people are like, oh, I never had that, or this person hasn't got that. Don't worry too much, because everyone's different. Everyone's chemo is different. Everyone's treatment plan is different. Right, let's get into some clean, cozy PJs. I'm not even thinking about food. I'm so glad I had my croissant earlier. And then did I eat anything else in between? I don't think I did. But it's okay, because the steroids will start working and then I will eat loads, you know. Pyjama of choice today is going to be my Percy Pig pyjamas, because they're so cozy and they're clean.